Hello friends, in our day-to-day life, Microsoft Excel or equivalent spreadsheet is very important part of our life. The data can be collected, organized and analyzed using multiple functions of Microsoft Excel. Most of the times we get the data from some external sources, we copy them into Microsoft Excel and then we analyze. Hence, we also need to know a few cleanup functions which will be cleaning the data to change the incoming data to such an extent that the data will be healthy and you should be able to work further on healthy data. In this set of lessons, we will be running through Microsoft Excel functions, which will be helping you cleaning up the data, looking up for important information, and analyzing the data. First, we'll look into how the data of very large size in Excel can be reviewed for a specific value or value corresponding to a specific reference, etc., using some reference functions. Now we will discuss HLOOKUP function. HLOOKUP function is for horizontal search. The purpose of this function is to search for a value in the top row of a table or an array of values and then return a value in the same column from a row you specify in the table or array. Use this function when your comparison values are located in a row across the top of a table of data. That means the labels of columns, and you want to look down a specific number of rows. For example, if you have metal and price columns, and if you want to know the price, most of the times the reference value will be the label of the table, that is price. You can put the heading of column as the reference and ask for the result. Key parameters. The first value is the lookup value. That is the value with reference to which you will search for the result value. Second parameter is the range of cells where lookup value is located. Ensure that the first row is sorted in ascending order. If the sorting doesn't happen in ascending order, the results will be inaccurate. The third parameter is the row number in the range which contains the result value. For example, row number 1 returns the value in first row. Fourth parameter is optional. This is the parameter to tell how you want to match the result with lookup reference. You will tell whether you want exact match or approximate match. If you do not mention anything, the function assumes approximate match. With approximate match, you can use wild characters like star, question mark, etc. When you use star, it indicates any text can exist in place of star. Question mark is for one character you can have any value in the lookup value. The syntax for HLOOKUP. First argument is lookup value based on which the search happens. Then you provide the lookup range in which you have to find out the lookup value. The row number in the range where you want to look for the result. The fourth argument will tell you whether you want approximate match or exact match. Look at this example. You have a transaction table for purchase of metals. You want to pick the metal in row 2. That means you have a table which is listing all the names of metals and the corresponding quantities in a table. You want to find the metal in row number 2. You may write the function as HLOOKUP and then the heading name for the column A is name. Then you provide the range in which the search has to happen. The range is A1 to C15. Then row number as 2. 0 is for exact match. So you will get gold as the return value. There are more complex examples in the demo. Look at the limitations of function HLOOKUP. If the range lookup is approximate, HLOOKUP picks the largest value that is less than the lookup value. If exact match cannot happen, then the function will look at the largest value which is less than the lookup value in the result range. HLOOKUP compares the values with case insensitivity. For some cases, the first column of table needs to be sorted in ascending order, else your results will be inaccurate. There are list of errors that can happen. We will quickly go through them. Not available error appears if the lookup value is smaller than the smallest value in the first row of the table array. Then the value error comes if the wrong arguments are given or values have more than 255 characters. Reference error happens if the row corresponding to the row number doesn't exist. That means in the argument, if you put row number as 5, but if the array doesn't contain row number 5, the reference error will populate. If rows are sorted or new rows are added in the middle, the results will be messed up. We discussed about this because at any point of time, if the rows are not sorted in ascending order, or if after sorting the rows, if new rows are added somewhere in the middle, the results will be messed up. Time for demo.